The review week of awesome. It's that time again, that wonderful time where I get to say that I am doing a review week of awesome. It's been about a year since the last time I was able to make a video such as this, and it'll probably be another year before I get to do it again. So for those of you who were here last year when I did something similar, not much has changed. And hopefully you're as excited for this as I am, or you will be by the time it actually happens. Because this is a long endeavor, and we're just at the start of it. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a while. But if you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, welcome to the Review Week of Awesome, 4th edition. I know I'm holding up 8 fingers, but 4th edition. What the Review Week of Awesome is me taking a week and going Monday to Friday, releasing a new video every day, and not just any videos, not just any old reviews on any particular anime, specifically on things that you guys vote for. So I got a list all like set up and ready to go, and this list is about as large as last year. I think I haven't finalized it at the point that I've actually making this video, but by the time you see this video, it'll totally be finalized because, like, of course you're gonna go and do the voting thing. So I get a lot of requests on a daily basis. I get a lot of requests in YouTube comments, in Twitter messages, in like lots of places. I get a ton of these recommendations. So over the last couple of months, I've been tallying them up, kind of, or just keeping in mind of them. And the ones that I keep seeing over and over again, I took them and I added them to this list. And then I had a look at my shelf, and I was like, okay, what things are on this shelf that I haven't reviewed yet that I want to talk about? I have things to talk about. Take some of those, throw it on the list. I looked at the survey from last year, that for the Review Week of Awesome survey. I looked at the stuff last year. I looked at, okay, it was like what was really near the top that just didn't get enough votes because the other things got reviewed instead. Take those, throw it on the list. So now I have this giant list, and I put it in another survey, and there's going to be a link in the description, and you can go click on that, and you can go vote for things. So, and then in 2 weeks from whenever this video goes out, so I'll put the actual date here on the bottom to actually tell you when that 2-week marker is. On that date, I'm going to close the survey, and I'm going to look at everything, and I'm going to be like, okay, these are the 5 shows I'm going to review, but I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm going to say these 5 shows are what I'm going to review, and then I got to go buy them, and then I got to watch them, and then I got to write the review, and then I got to film the review, and then I got to edit the review, and it's all going to go up. So this is a time-consuming task, all right? So you need to like pause the video or wait till the end, that's fine. And you're going to click on the survey, and you're going to have a look at all the entries. I would list out the surveys, and in a couple of past Review Week of Awesomes that I've done, I've actually went through the list. But I determined, before I did it last year, that the years that I actually read out the list of entries, the votes were skewed depending on what I did or did not comment on, or how I read the list. So I've stopped doing that. So you're just going to have to go and look at the list and try and see if there's anything there that interests you. And if it is, click on them, write boxes on them. You can click on as many things in the list as you want. Just don't click on all of them, because that would defeat the purpose of your voting, because you just gave everything 1 vote, and there's no point at all to that. But click on as many things as you want. Don't just hit 1 unless that's all you care about, and sure, that is fine, but feel free to click on as many things as you want. I'm not too worried, as some people might think, oh, well, what's stopping people from submitting multiple things? There's nothing stopping people from submitting multiple entries, but the survey software is set up such as if you do it once, it actually remembers you. So you can submit as many times as you want, but I'm only going to take your most recent submission. So yeah, feel free to go and like submit that you want to go you want me to review this one thing 50 times. That's great. It only counts for 1. That still only counts as 1. So we're going to do all that. And that survey is going to be up for 2 weeks. At the end of 2 weeks, I'm going to close it. And then you probably won't hear me talk about the Review Week of Awesome at all for a while. Now, why is this? It's because it takes a while to do these reviews. Like, most of the reviews that I do are somewhat spontaneous, in that I've just watched a show and I want to talk about it, so I write a script, I edit it, and that's about a week's worth of time. But like pre-planning something to the point where I don't even own it yet, that's where it takes a while. So once I actually figure out what the 5 shows are going to be, I need to make sure that I own them, because I have morals. And then that'll probably take a week and a half for me to actually get them. And then depending on how long those series are. Like, if it's 5 series that only have like 12, 13 episodes, this is going to be really quick. But if a couple of them have like 50 plus, which some of them on this list do, it'll take a little bit longer than that. Last year when I did this, I had the list at about this time. It was like the end of August, early September. I put out the list for everybody to vote on. Let them vote for 2 weeks, and then the actual week itself happened the first week of November. I'm not going to confirm or deny when the week is actually going to be this year, but it's probably going to be in and around that area. Late October to somewhere in November, depending on what gets voted on. It could even be early December, but not much later than that. I don't think, I really think, and I might regret saying this later, but I really don't think I'm going to be like later than like the first week of December. If it's in December, it'll be the first week. That's it. But past that, but more than likely it'll be somewhere in November. Depending on what gets voted on, it might be late October. But this is how everything looks to be so far, because I need enough time to be able to do these right. I don't want to rush them. And also, that's the other thing, is also this won't be the only things that I worked on. Like last year, I had the 5 shows and I was making sure I was getting them, reviewing them, and getting all that stuff done. Great, but because that took like a month, that would have taken just like a month of my time doing nothing but that, just to get those 5 reviews done. But I didn't want to just release nothing over the 5 months, so I interspersed it with other things. So that's why it took a bit longer. And that's why this is going to take a bit longer, because like I could get the list done, and I could probably have the review week of Awesome happen the first week of October if I really wanted to, but then you wouldn't get anything from me for September, like at all. So that's no fun. So we're not going to do that. Yeah, I'm really excited for this, because I really enjoy doing it to a point. Sometimes it does become a lot of work, but at the end of it, I'm really happy and excited to do this kind of thing, and I hope that some of you are excited as well, even though it's probably going to be a few months until the week itself actually happens. So, to recap, click on the link in the description, it'll go to the survey, vote on things, alright? And in 2 weeks, the voting will be closed, and then when I know when the week is going to be, I will tell you. I will probably have a video. The very least, I will be talking about my experiences, writing everything, and doing everything on my Twitter. You can go check out Twitter, because I like to do that sort of thing, and that'll be great. Review Week of Awesome. Oh, okay. I'm looking forward to this. So I gotta go and get this set up. I gotta finalize the list as I'm recording this video, even though when you see it, as I said before, the list is done. So I gotta go do that. And until next time, stay frosty, everybody. Bye!